If you look at money growth on a year-over-year basis, it was negative for, I think, about a year and a half, maybe more. Money is a leading indicator for inflation, and we do believe that inflation will go much lower than people expect right now. Wouldn't be surprised to see it go negative, especially if the consumer is worried about job loss, whether because of AI and automation generally, or what have you. So the saving rate tends to go up during those periods, and that will mean, we believe, that companies will have to price even more aggressively.
On Friday, the U.S. Labor Department announced that 254,000 jobs were added in September, exceeding LSG economists' predictions by over 100,000. The unemployment rate fell to 4.1%, and jobs added in July and August were also revised upward. July from 89,000 to 144,000, and August from 142,000 to 159,000. Following this report, renowned economist and former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers took to social media to express that the jobs data indicates the Federal Reserve's decision to cut rates by 50 basis points in September was a mistake, particularly in a high neutral rate environment. He cautioned that both no landing and hard landing scenarios remain risks for the Fed. Analysts noted that nominal wage growth is still well above pre-pandemic levels and shows no signs of slowing down. This marks the first time since May that the jobs report has surpassed expectations, leading many to question the Fed's recent rate cut. Prior to the report, markets estimated nearly a 50% chance of another 50 basis point cut next month. But now the likelihood of a 25 basis point cut in November has surged to over 90%. In an interview with Bloomberg, ARK Invest CEO Cathie shared her perspective, asserting that the Fed is on the right track, as inflation is no longer the primary concern. As we present clips from this discussion, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content. Thank you for your support, and enjoy.
Do you think the Fed rate cut was a mistake?
Absolutely not. Not at all. It's been very interesting to watch the revisions in economic activity. Until this report, the revisions in the employment numbers had been down, and they were much weaker than had originally been reported. You know, we look at earnings reports and look at their revenues, and we're seeing a lot of companies showing negative revenues. So, you know, the headline numbers are heavily influenced recently, certainly in terms of some of the upward revisions in personal income by transfer payments, that's government stimulus, and interestingly, dividends. But not, if you look at the economy, the cyclical part of the economy is sick. It's sick. If you look at the sectors in the economy, one by one, they've been falling into a recession, no matter what the headline numbers say. Housing went down immediately when the Fed started raising rates. We're down 20 to 40% still. That's a recession. You've got non-residential construction in recession,
So
autos, very weak.
Cathie, I know it's a backward-looking number, but then what do you make of today's payrolls report? 254,000 jobs added to the economy for the month of September.
And
that doesn't seem recessionary.
So if you just let me finish, Tim, I'll get to that in 1 minute. So we've got those sectors, and then you've got the small and medium business sector. Their confidence is at 08-09 levels. And we've got certain pricing measures, certainly the cyclical ones, that have been deflationary, actually. So one thing that I do think is going on that is helping is as prices are coming down and the consumer's getting better and better deals, and they're spending. So I think that is sustaining. You know, a lot of people say real growth causes inflation. In this case, and actually in history, most times if you cut prices, you'll get more activity. The consumer, as long as the labor market hangs in here, and yes, today was very reassuring that way. As long as the labor market hangs in here, and companies like Walmart and Costco and auto companies either increase their discounts or cut their prices, I think the activity will come. And the labor market will continue to hang in. But if they try and jack prices back up, it was very interesting to see FedEx, after turning positive in revenues and then turning negative year over year on revenues, basically saying they're going to use prices to make it up. I think that's going to backfire. And I think during the next year, that many people will understand how deflationary the undercurrents are in the economy. Now, deflation is not always bad. Part of it is because of innovation, technologically enabled innovation. The car prices, EV prices are coming down. Their costs are coming down too. So I think there's a lot of confusion in terms of what's going on out there, because productivity is stronger than expected, giving companies the latitude to cut prices and salvage margins. If that sustains, great.
On Friday, the U.S. Labor Department announced that 254,000 jobs were added in September, exceeding LSG economists' predictions by over 100,000. The unemployment rate fell to 4.1%, and jobs added in July and August were also revised upward. July from 89,000 to 144,000, and August from 142,000 to 159,000. Following this report, renowned economist and former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers took to social media to express that the jobs data indicates the Federal Reserve's decision to cut rates by 50 basis points in September was a mistake, particularly in a high neutral rate environment. He cautioned that both no landing and hard landing scenarios remain risks for the Fed. Analysts noted that nominal wage growth is still well above pre-pandemic levels and shows no signs of slowing down. This marks the first time since May that the jobs report has surpassed expectations, leading many to question the Fed's recent rate cut. Prior to the report, markets estimated nearly a 50% chance of another 50 basis point cut next month. But now the likelihood of a 25 basis point cut in November has surged to over 90%. In an interview with Bloomberg, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood shared her perspective, asserting that the Fed is on the right track, as inflation is no longer the primary concern. As we present clips from this discussion, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content. Thank you for your support, and enjoy.
So our focus is on innovation, and something very important happened this past year. We were very concerned that excessive regulation was driving innovation off our shores, particularly when it came to crypto or digital assets. We've had a very hostile regulator. And the same, I would say, is true of the FTC in terms of denying M&A, because that has prevented a lot of innovative companies from enjoying liquidity events by selling out to bigger companies. I think we're hearing from both candidates that those two jobs are on the line, maybe for that reason. And we're seeing more alignment that innovation solves problems, and so we should not discourage it. So from that point of view, I'm happy to see the bipartisan movement here. We'll favor lower regulations every day when it comes to innovation. I don't think tariffs are a great thing at all for innovation and for economic activity. So there's something on both sides that will give us pause. But the most important thing is the biggest impediments to innovation. We think that we're developing clarity around what's going to happen at the SEC and the FTC. Well, we've been doing research on AI for 10 years now. That's why we were so early into NVIDIA. And, we've obviously taken it down in most of our portfolios out of the flagship. One of the things that we've been looking for is the next big play. And, we think NVIDIA is still a fine stock, but in terms of the unexpected out there, we do think it's going to be in the software layers. And as you know, Palantir has become a big position for us in the top 10. UiPath as well, it had a stumble, but it's coming back now. And I think as more and more people understand how well positioned it is, it will do very well. But a lot of the software companies that we think are going to benefit are in the private sector. And I'm thrilled that we have a venture fund. Our purpose here is to democratize venture capital so that for $500, anyone can get access to OpenAI, which is the third largest position, or SpaceX, which is the largest position. But if you look at software, many people say, well, we have so many software companies in the public markets. What do you mean? And what we mean by that is we think that the software world's going to change fairly dramatically. And we're going to see a shift, maybe a share shift away from software as a service towards platform as a service. So think about Palantir and foundation models, and infrastructure as a service, so cloud. And the reason for that is because engineers are going to be made so much more productive, developers so much more productive by OpenAI and Anthropic and xAI and Google and Meta's Llama 3. We're going to see companies customizing their own software, for their own companies, as opposed to just going automatically to, one size fits all software as a service.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am back with another brand new video.
Marked a location.
In this video, Cathie has discussed about US economy too briefly. Let's
Watch out!
Cathie describes about US economy and technology and Bitcoin and
Head toward this point.
cryptocurrency.
On my way.
Let's watch. I think he talked about this in this video about US economy and Fed's decision. He is a CEO of ARK Investment.
Help!
Cathie is a good economist, according to me. If you like Cathie's video, then you can subscribe my channel. Even if you like Bitcoin related content, also you can subscribe my channel, because I upload daily this type of content for my viewers. Guys, click subscribe my channel and watch every Bitcoin related updates regularly. Now I am playing a PUBG mobile game with random players, and I will upload this video into my channel because I regularly upload this type of game video also. Then you can subscribe my channel too. Guys, please subscribe my channel for more videos because I daily upload this type of content. Not even, I upload every day this type of content. Let's watch the gameplay now, and what's happened in the next I will tell you. And keep updated with my channel because I upload Bitcoin related content daily and US economy related contents. So if you like this type of content, then subscribe my channel. Let's watch the gameplay now.
Help! Form up on me. Form up on me. Form up on me. Okay, Form up on me. Form up on me.